In a peaceful forest filled with tall trees and blooming flowers, there lived a brave little hedgehog named Spike. Spike was small, but had a big heart and a curious nature. Every day he explored the forest, always looking for new adventures. One evening, as Spike was returning home, he heard soft sobs coming from a nearby bush. Pushing through the leaves, he found a tiny, frightened rabbit named Thumper. "What's wrong?" Spike asked gently. Thumper sniffled. "I got lost while playing and now I can't find my way home." Spike knew he had to help. "Don't worry, Thumper. I'll help you find your way home," he said with determination. With Spike leading the way, the two friends set off through the darkening forest. Spike's sharp senses guided them past towering trees and across a babbling brook. As they walked, Spike told Thumper stories about the forest, making him feel safe and comforted. Just as the moon began to rise, casting a gentle glow over the forest, Spike and Thumper reached a familiar clearing. Thumper's family, who had been searching frantically, spotted them and rushed over with tears of joy. "Thank you, Spike," Thumper's mother said, hugging the little hedgehog. "You are very brave." Thumper smiled at Spike, his eyes shining with gratitude. "You're my hero," he said. From that day on, Spike and Thumper became the best of friends. They explored the forest together, their bond growing stronger with each adventure. Spike's bravery and kindness had brought Thumper home, and the forest felt like an even warmer and safer place because of their friendship. As Spike curled up in his cozy burrow that night, he felt a warm glow of happiness, knowing that he had made a difference and found a true friend. Once upon a time, in a bustling city filled with skyscrapers and bustling streets, there lived a little kitten named Whiskers. Whiskers was a curious kitten who loved exploring the city's nooks and crannies. One evening, as Whiskers roamed the streets, he stumbled upon an old bookstore tucked away in a quiet alley. Intrigued, he ventured inside and found himself surrounded by shelves filled with dusty old books. As he sniffed around, Whiskers noticed a book lying open on a table. It was a magical book filled with stories of faraway lands and daring adventures. Mesmerized, Whiskers began to read. With each turn of the page, Whiskers was transported to fantastical worlds where dragons soared through the skies and knights battled evil sorcerers. He was captivated by the tales of bravery and friendship, losing himself in the magic of the stories. When Whiskers finally looked up, he realized that it was late and time to go home. But as he left the bookstore, he carried with him the memories of the incredible adventures he had experienced through the pages of the magical book. And so, as Whiskers curled up in his cozy bed that night, he dreamed of the many adventures that awaited him, both in the pages of books and out in the world. Once upon a time, in a quaint village nestled between rolling hills, there was a young boy named Alex. Alex loved exploring, and one night, he stumbled upon an old, overgrown path he had never noticed before. Curiosity piqued, he followed the path until he reached a gate covered in vines. As he pushed it open, he stepped into an enchanting orchard, bathed in moonlight. The air was filled with the sweet scent of ripe fruit, and the trees seemed to whisper secrets of ages past. Suddenly, the trees began to shimmer, and the fruits glowed like precious gems. Alex reached out to touch a golden apple, and to his surprise, it spoke. The apple introduced itself as Aurelia, the guardian spirit of the orchard. She explained that the orchard was a magical place where dreams grew like fruits on trees. Each fruit held a dream that could inspire and bring joy to those who believed in magic. Alex spent the night learning about the different fruits and their stories. There were apples that sang lullabies, pears that painted the sky with colors, and cherries that brought laughter. As dawn approached, Aurelia gave Alex a special seed and told him to plant it in his garden. With a grateful heart, Alex returned home and planted the seed. From that day on, his garden flourished with magical fruits, reminding him and everyone in the village that wonder and dreams were always within reach. And so, the village thrived, nurtured by the magic of hope and the boundless imagination of its people.